So other day it was a regular ENT postings and professor called me and he was like, go take that history of that patient and come. It was a DNS case, deviated nasal septum. I was very happy. I went up to the patient and asked him what is his name. The thing is, he only spoke Bengali. Now I tried mixing up Hindi, English, Kannada, Tamil, and whatever I did, it took me 1 hour to get his history. So this is what problem you will face when you don't know the local language. So in this video we are going to see what are all the advantages that you will have when you know the local language of the hospital, of any medical college that you are going to. Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Abhishek and I'm currently a third year medical student at Bangalore Medical College and Research Institute. So before we get started on the topic, I want you to check out my new blog. I have released it yesterday. So go check out, read that blog and comment down in the comment section if you loved it. And if you did, you must make sure that you are going to subscribe to this channel. So let's come back to the topic. So what do you need to know the local language of your hospital? So when you first join as in a first year MBBS student, you don't need to worry much because you'll be spending most of your time in the college with your friends, either in the class or in the dissectional or in the practical class. So you will not be entering into the hospital as in clinical postings. So first year you'll just chill out and everything happens so smoothly. The problem starts when you enter into the second year. So from the second year all the way up to final year, you will be entering into the clinical postings aspect up to 3 hours every day of your medical college. So it will begin in the second year. You will be posted in different departments, either in the pediatrics, orthopedics, whatever department you take. So what you have to do in that clinical postings, you will be assigned which case to take, or you have to take the history of a patient and you have to write it down, asking him what caused the problem of that patient, and you have to present it to the professor. So now this sounds easy, right? Well, it is not. The problem arises when you don't know the language of the patient. So when I think I encountered the first case when I was in I think second year, and the patient was from Assam, and everything was going on well, but there were some the related native terms that I did not understand. So that was a hemophilia case, and it was very difficult, for me or as well as my friends, when we found out that he was from Assam and we were not able to communicate properly with him. The thing is that whatever the signs and symptoms that he was telling in his own language, we were not relevant to it. So it was difficult to take the case. Now when it is difficult to take the case, when the professor asks you to present the case, it will be difficult for you as well, because you don't know the symptoms that the patient is presenting with. So that is what the main problem arises. So that is why you must know the local language of the patient in whichever hospital or the medical college that you are choosing to, and make sure that this is an important factor before choosing your medical college. And I want you to focus on this very topic, that please, if you are not that fluent, at least when you enter a medical college, try to learn that particular language. Take some first year. It might be difficult in the second year, but at least when you come to the final year of your medical college, I want you to be at least 60 to 80% fluent in that particular language. I have seen many All India quota students here in BMCRI, and they are in the final year and they can almost speak up to 80% Kannada fluently of the day-to-day languages. So that is what you need to focus on. The second thing is, when you know the local language of the patient, it helps build you rapport with the patient. The patient feels like, oh, this fellow, oh, he is from my village, he is from my state, he is from my site, that native site. So he will fluently, he will sit back and he will tell you the entire history like a story, where it began and how come he ended up at that particular hospital. So that is what you need to remember. When you know the language, the patient understands you. He can feel your, whatever it is, and he will tell you everything you need to know. And when you know everything, you can easily present the case to the professor, and now it becomes very, very smooth for you to understand as well. Now, I am not saying that if you are not fluent in that particular language, in that local language of any good medical college that you are joining in, so you should not feel discouraged that I should not join this college. No, it's not. It will be a little bit difficult. It will be a challenge for you, but I'll make sure and I guarantee you that if you put in the efforts, you are definitely going to get that language, and you can easily take the history better than the person who knows the local language fluently. So that is what you need to do. If you are entering into any medical college in which the local language you are not fluent in the first year itself, I want you to put in 100% of efforts to learn the local language. At least learn the language of common day-to-day activities like lifting, sitting, etc. So that as you come to the second year, you will feel little bit better. Then you have to put in the efforts to learn that language. I don't think it takes more than 6 months to learn a particular language if you put in the efforts. So that is what you need to focus on. Don't worry that language is a major factor. Of course it is, but if you put in the efforts, you can definitely learn that language as a secondary language, and you can build a rapport with the patient and present the case to the professor in a fluent way. So this is what I need to say. Language does play a major factor in choosing the medical college, but it is not that much of a factor, so that you can rely on your local colleges than the branded colleges of other states. So I hope you understood the point, and now before you say goodbye, make sure you check out my blog. The link is in the description. I hope you will like it and subscribe to this channel, and I hope you received the information or anything regarding this topic that you wanted to get on. If you did, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.